So they're playing Chicken Arabia, map number 1. Georgians, Vietnamese. There we have Hera. And we'll have Liri pop up on screen in a second. There he is. Yeah, predictions, guys. Bet your hussars. I will predict with this. I want to bet on Hera. I love the Georgians so much. We'll bet on Georgians. Is this Arabia? This is Chicken Arabia. So the thing about Chicken Arabia with Georgians, what is one detail about Georgians? You have the mule cart. That mule cart can be used to take the chickens. You don't have to mill them at all. And the same mule cart can be used for the woodline. So Georgians are very, very nice here. I think Hera is advanced enough to know that the same mule cart will be used for the chickens and for the woodline. Because the thing with Georgians, right? You do not need any villages on woods with Georgians in the Dark Age, because all the wood that you have is... like, normally the wood you collect is for the mill, but you already have the lumber camp, or in this case, the chicken camp, whatever you call it. You can make the mill, then go up very quickly. Right now, we have 14 vills on food for Hera, 12 on food for Liri, which means Hera should be having the faster uptime here. And also, Liri made a mill on the chickens, so that's minus 100 wood for Liri. But when he hits Feudal Age, his Bidax is costing no wood, same with his horse collar, so it's a Dark Age bonus versus a Feudal Age bonus, and whichever one you like the most, I'm not sure. Because Hera's taking the straggler trees. Interesting. I didn't expect that. Okay. What's a good working efficiency, like a pass for an average player? It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I don't think there's like an exact number. Because maybe your vills are walking, maybe your vills are not walking as far. I'm not sure. Lewis, how tall are you? Well, if I'm wearing shoes, I'm about 6'1", which is like Hera's height, I think. I think Hera's like 6'1". Liri's tall though. Liri's very tall. He's like 6'3", maybe. He's a big guy. Okay, so we have 7 on wood for Hera. I mean, for Liri, sorry. 9 on for Hera. And also, Hera didn't use that starting mule cart for his woodline. Like, I think one of the Georgian bonuses is you should use the starting mule cart for the chickens. Maybe eat 4 chickens, 5 chickens, and then the second you click up, send that mule cart to the woodline, and then you have the same mule cart doing everything, basically. Vil? That's a lot of scout HP gone for Hera. I think Liri's going to be very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Like, the Georgian scout is healing, but how much is it healing these days? 2 HP, I think, for a minute? Yeah, 2 HP per minute is not impressive at all. Hera's still struggling to afford the next building. I wonder what building he's going to go for here. Could go for the range. I think a range would be smart here. Like, Liri's pretty much walling already. I don't think the stable can get a whole lot of value, but maybe I'm wrong. Am I from Manchester? No. You are completely wrong, and you should be confident you're wrong. I'm from the northeast of England. But apparently I don't sound like that. He's gonna regen? Yeah, he's gonna regen, but very slowly. Like, maybe by the time you get to Castle Age, that scout is healed up, but it's not really that great, the healing anymore. It's still better than nothing, of course. Hera taking some downhill hits, trying to wall in the scout. Getting a little bit cheeky there. I don't mind it. Yeah, Hera no Bidax. That's very unfortunate. Newcastle? Yeah, somewhere around there. Okay, so he did go for the range eventually. This might be a Vil down? No. Hera saves the Vil. Of course he does. Hera playing archers here. Loses the scout. A little bit sloppy. Liri goes for the range follow-up. And the question is, will Liri make skirmishes? Liri skirmishes. When was the last time Liri played skirmish? He's making skirmishes. Wow. Normally Liri is an archer guy. He always makes archers. I think those scouts can go out. Yeah, they should be able to escape pretty easily. Liri 250 res ahead already. Hera didn't lose any vills though, so there is that. And also the small thing here is Hera did not make those 3 scouts. So he has 240 more food than Liri, but his farm setup is a lot slower than Liri's. I think Hera needs a wall in front of his base ASAP. Hera goes for a house at the front. Skirmish is coming in now. This is going to be very tough for Hera to deal with. He hasn't got a blacksmith, he hasn't got a scout. These skirmishes are going to find so much value. And Hera cannot fight this. So Hera's reaction now should be a tower on the gold, wall up to the TC, or make a stable. Oh, villager pick now from Liri. Yeah, Liri's playing this one very smart. Hera loses archers. Oh, Liri! Get some hits onto the scouts. Yeah, this is very rough for Hera. He has to pull those gold vills back. Goes for the stable in the back. I feel like when you're playing archers, you have to be fully walled. Otherwise, you can be dying to scout skirm quite easily. Hera goes for the walls. Nice walls from Hera. 2 scouts go down. Skirms are trapped. Damn. What's him? Oh, he deleted his quick wall and he let the skirms escape. So it was very good, but then he deleted the quick wall. I think he should keep that gate up, right? Why did he not go scouts as Georgians? Well, you don't always have to play scouts with Georgians, right? You also have good archers, good skirmishes. Like, you don't have to play scouts. I think the healing is a bit fake. The healing is 2 HP per minute, which is very, very low. You shouldn't be forced into playing scouts with Georgians. Yeah, Hera's in a very tricky spot now. Very, very rough spot for Hera at the moment. Let's see if he can fight his way out of it. Hera kills a scout. Kills a second scout. Yeah, this is such a hard game to play for Hera. Quick pause over here. Quick sip of the water. Not sure if that's allowed or not, but he did it. I think the skirms, 1 scout's 1 HP, loses the scout. Yeah, this is very rough for Hera. You will clear the skirms up though, so there is an army reset. But the issue is, there's an army reset, and Liri's Castle Age, and Hera's nowhere near Castle Age. But this is Hera, okay? So we can't rule them out just yet, but I think it's looking very, very rough for Hera at the moment. So far behind on res, and Liri's just slowly walling up, going 2 ranges now. Looking like a CA transition. Okay. I'll just move this out the way. Yeah, Hera's economy is a bit rough. Like, total res collected isn't that crazy, but still not good. Hera runs in. Lot of idle time. I think this is a good idea to run in. I think he took a lot of damage from the TC, but running in, you kind of have to run in. You're so far behind, you should find something. We're gonna find some damage here. Hera takes the hill. Does he go for the Vil? Doesn't get the Vil. Hera's just gonna run around here, be annoying. Maybe the scout escapes. Goes back for the Vil. Liri snipes it. Okay. A bit wasteful, but Hera felt like he had to do that. We have a highlight recap. Quick wall. Very nice. Very nice. Hey guys, let's focus on the game a bit, yeah? If you want to talk about other stuff, you can message each other. No need to bring it in the chat. Okay, so Hera up to Castle Age, Liri going CA and Knights. Okay. Hera's on 2 mule cards, so his wood economy will be very strong. The only issue now with Hera is the uptime. If Hera's Castle Age at the same time as Liri, and he didn't waste stone on the tower, I think he's fine, but yeah, Liri's going very, very aggressive. CA, Knight, Tower, Siege Workshop. This is looking very nice for Liri. Hera gets fletching. Still a minute away. The issue is, Liri's Mangonel's going to be out by the time Hera's even Castle Age. Ooh, little mistake from Liri. Doesn't lose the CA. How is Manaspa? Manaspa's very strong. How is AoE 4? AoE 4's... AoE 4? It's not as popular as AoE 2 these days. Some people like it, but for me personally, I'm an AoE 2 guy. Oh. Overchop? Liri was waiting for that. That is such high level. Waiting for the overchop here. Skirm's gonna make their way over, but the Knight's coming in and this extra CA coming in. Will Hera call it here? I'm not sure. Kinda have to rush up a church, right? Oh, Hera gets a quick wall. Wow. Amazing quick wall from Hera. Yeah, and the one thing about Hera, he is a fighter, right? Hera does not resign early. He does not quit early. Okay, Elite Skirm, Bodkin. Liri on 2 TC now. Bowsaw, Wheelbarrow. Don't you keep playing? Yeah. Like, if you're Hera, maybe this is the first game of the day. You want to keep playing, kind of shake off the rust a bit, and the way I see it is Liri's in the better spot right now, undoubtedly. But why resign and give Liri, like, quote-unquote, the free win? If you're Hera, you want to make Liri work for the win, right? Making Liri work for the win is far better for mentals. And also, there's a small chance, right? Like, it's 70-30, 80-20 for Liri right now, but there's always a chance for Hera to come back. So Hera goes Elite Skirm, Ballistics, Bowsaw. He has a decent resource bank at the moment. And also those 3 Mangonels are on a hill, which is super unfortunate. Would Guard Tower upgrade be worth it? Honestly, I think so. I think so. But then again, you have 4 Mangonels versus 1 tower, so it's very hard to justify that, right? Yeah, the tower goes down. These next Mangonels will be on Hera's TC. An issue is, if Hera had stone, he could be on TCs right now, but there's no stone available. Liri's going for Knight Armor, 2 TC. And this is the thing about Liri. Liri doesn't take risks. Instead of walking into Hera's base and starting to hit the TC, He's just gonna keep the hill and hit the university. Where if you have a player like Hart, Masio, I think those guys are going straight for the TC, straight for the kill. Where with Liri, he knows he's winning. Why risk it, right? Why risk it? Take down the university, take down the barracks. And these are all buildings Hera has to replace later. Okay, Hera's gonna mark it now. Drops 3 TC in the back. Okay. I like this. I like this a lot. Liri going down for the 3rd TC. Handcat coming in. That's the thing about Vietnamese. Vietnamese is one of the best sets in the game at extending your lead. And what I mean by that is, if you're like 5 vills up with Vietnamese, you can get handcart, you can get wheelbarrow, bowsaw, all the eco upgrades, and just keep pulling ahead slowly and slowly. I just want to say, by the way, like, very nice defense from Hera so far. Hera's playing really good, even though he's losing. Okay, he just gets absolutely nuked just as I say that, but I feel like he isn't playing too bad. I feel like he's playing good. It was just a really awkward opening for him. Oh, we have a highlight replay. And the issue is, whenever you have an even trade, the even trade is always benefiting the person with more bills, right? Mangonel goes down for Hera, very frustrating. 1.3k score difference. He's on 3 TC though. Liri goes for the 4th. And if this game goes late, which Civ do you guys prefer? What do you guys think? Of course, the spot is not even right now. Liri's in a very good spot, but if the game was even, I think... Oh, that's some big shots onto the skirms. Big shots onto some mangonels. Hera's losing everything. Now the knights are coming in. I think Hera calls it when these knights come in. The knights is just a bit too much. 2 conversions though? Gets a conversion, maybe snipes the mangonel with a knight. Goes for the 2nd conversion. Gets the 2nd conversion and goes for the mangonel. It's just that small detail that keeps Hera in the game. Any other player in the entire game would be dead there. Hera just gets a little bit of value with 1 knight. And somehow manages to stay in the game. It's very impressive, actually. Okay, knights running through. We have 2 monks out. But one of those monks have got no conversions left. Looking very rough for Hera now. Got some more conversions. Woodline has to be abandoned. Stone has to be abandoned. Ah, this is looking rough. 30 field needed now for Liri. CA going down. You know, it feels like Hera's playing sharp though. He was dead from the start, but it feels like he's playing very sharp, so it's gonna be an entertaining set. And Hera going down 1-0 versus Liri? The best of 5? Not expected. Knights coming in to snipe the mangonel. Monk pushes them away. Deco upgrades for Liri are very, very good. He's about to hit him. He's about to click him, sorry. Yeah, the commentators, sorry, the person controlling the camera is very obsessed with that 1 CA. I think we've looked at that CA about 30 times now. Okay, Liri going on the side with his knights. Eco behind the aggression is nuts, yeah. This is the thing, Liri doesn't take risks. He doesn't think he needs to attack. Which is true, he doesn't need to kill. Hera's best chance of winning right now is Liri sending everything forwards. And then getting a converted, getting a snowball put against him. Yeah, I will say the Observer overall is pretty good. I think the zoom is maybe ever so slightly zoomed in a little bit, but I think it's good observing so far. There's no way Hera comes back? Well, I think he's got a very low chance of coming back, but if someone's gonna come back, it's Hera, right? Oh, Yo. Maybe Yo. But Hera has a lot of nice comebacks. Okay, University on top of the hill. Back to the CA. CA dies. Thank God. Okay, Hera clicks up to Imp. Nice. Hera only 2 minutes behind Liri to Imp. Wow. Goes for a castle at home? Guys. Hera's stabilizing. Hera is stabilizing. Like, he's 35 mils behind, yes. But he's got skirms on the field. He's going for Manaspa now. He's getting the Manaspa techs. Liri's castling the left side of the map, but... Hera's 2 monks. Is he paying attention? Goes for conversion. 2 conversions. Gets 1. Gets a second. Knight kills the knight. Monk's gonna go down. Hera takes the relic. Ah, but the CA rate. The CA rate is a lot. Oh, GG. GG call from Hera. 136 average APM. Okay, so it was Hera's last pick. It's not a big deal. Hera still has some very nice civs left. Italians, Japanese, Romans, Spanish. Very nice civs. You have to say cellist now. Okay. We have Japanese Armenians. Okay. They also nerfed... Well, nerfed. They shrunk the size of this map, by the way, guys. Do you guys realize how the map is a little bit more small? Yeah, this map is very small now compared to what it used to be. I think it's a very good change what they did, because a lot of the games in the qualifier that we saw for this map, the map was huge. Like, so big, the map. And games would just take like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Very, very long games, so... I like the change. I really do. Because I feel like when the map is too big, it's just... There's so much of the map you're not even using. Lewis doesn't even know the name of a country that has people colonized. Low Elo Legion, thank you for the tier 1 sub. And also Raplasoon, Borski, Brando. Look how they nerf my boy. Yeah. I think Hera's got a good civ here. Very good chance. Is Hera gonna win? I prefer Japanese. I think Japanese are very smooth here. Because one thing about this map is there's only 1 boar and there's no deer, okay? And you see these 3 shorefish here? A lot of players are opting to mill these shorefish. And plus, when you're playing Japanese, you have so many savings in the Dark Age. You're saving 50 wood in the lumber camp. You're saving 50 wood in the mining camp. You're saving 50 wood in the mill. And maybe if you go for a second lumber camp, you're saving another 50 wood, which is like 200 wood savings in Dark Age, which is ridiculous. And also, as the game goes on, your fishing ships are super solid. You have a good naval tech tree. All your bonuses with Japanese just mold together really nicely. You're going all in on Hera? Hey guys, there's a betting available if you want. You can bet some Hera Hussars if you guys are interested. Bob Londinium, thank you for the sub as well. Thank you guys for the primes, thank you for the subs, thank you for the follows, everyone. We appreciate all the support coming in. Okay. What is the opening here? 3 fish for Hera, 3 fish for Liri, Liri making his 4th. 20 fills up for Liri, 19 for Hera. Clicks Castle Age, few seconds LTC. It's a small amount, nothing dramatic. I have a small pause. It's Liri's turn to take a drink this time. You're a great commentator. Thank you, bro. Also, by the way, guys, if the sound is still okay, audio's good, my audio's good, no sound issues. Maybe I can turn the game up if you guys like, or... Seems good, though. Hey, Lewis, what do you think is the main reason Hera lost the last one? Small compounding stuff or critical mistake? I think it was a critical mistake. Like, he played archers, and he was fully open versus scouts and skirms. And also, the small mistake he made was he made 2 mule carts with Georgians. The best play what Hera could have done was the first mule cart, you use them for the chickens, and then you eat like half the chickens, 80% of the chickens, and use the same mule cart for the, what's it called? The wood line, sorry. The issue was Hera spent wood on another lumber camp, delayed his production building, and he was just behind an army the entire time. So I would say his crucial mistake was the second lumber camp. And it's crazy, right? Like, something so small, like making a second mule cart can cost you the game, right? I mean, also, you can also argue that maybe Hera should have walled in his gold a bit, or towered his gold earlier. And then also he lost his scout, so there was a few mistakes, but he's human, right? Also, guys, there's a famous saying, you know? Form is temporary and class is permanent or forever. I don't know what the saying is, I kind of butchered it a bit, but... I expect Hera to be back to full strength these next few games. Hey Lewis, how does Mem have access to the game for casting and you don't? I mean over Capture Age. Because what he's probably doing is he's using Capture Age on his screen, and then he cut out the player cams most likely, and he's just using Capture Age himself. But I don't like that. I like the production. I like looking at the production in between games and when the pauses. Like when the games pause, we look at Hera full screen and Liri full screen. I like that a lot. I really like the production of this tournament. Yeah, I'm streaming on Hera's account for him because he wanted me to cover his games and the tournament. Okay, so small harassing for Hera here. Liri's opting for galleys. Hera's playing fire galleys. So, okay, this is the issue with Liri's approach. Liri's playing galleys, he's playing scouts and spears. The issue with this, it takes so much attention and it's so easy to mess up. Like, on water, galleys counter fires, sure. But when there's so much fighting everywhere, so much going on, it's super hard to make the galleys work. And the fires can get lots of values. Liri got housed. 41 seconds idle TC. I wonder if Hera's gonna mill those 3 shorefish. I think it's worth it. Like, he's floating 200-300 wood. I think taking like 3 bills of wood, 4 bills of wood and milling those is worth it. Okay, so Hera's going for a dock in the middle. I really like this approach. Because what's going to happen now is Liri's going to clear up Hera's fish on the back, most likely. And Hera's going to clear up Liri's fish on the back. But, since Hera's Japanese, he has a lot of wood left over. You can go for a second dock in the middle and just mass a bunch of fishing ships. I think he's making a fire galley first. So he's going to make a fire galley to make sure Liri isn't fishing. And then add his fishing ships. So I like this a lot. Hera's transport's getting snagged. Yeah, this is going to be very hard for Liri. So we're going to expect Liri to make a lot of mistakes here. He's microing scouts and he's microing galleys at the same time. Yeah, you see it? He's losing his galleys on the top side. You can physically... It's not possible to be in 5 places. Yeah, he's losing his scouts on the front. It's very, very hard to play this way. And this just shows. Everyone's human. I think the 5 galley approach is a lot better. Galleys just seem very, very hard to make work. Galley goes down, but Hera's fish staying alive. I think the transport ship will get sniped as well. Yeah. So Hera sniped 3 vills. He's got a 3 vill lead right now. I think he's gonna be very happy with this. 7 vills in the queue for Hera, which is understandable. Like, queuing lots of vills is a slight mistake because you don't know how much food you have in the bank, but it's not the biggest mistake. You'd rather queue too many vills than queue not enough vills and have idle TC, right? So both players playing very well at the moment. I do prefer Hera's spot. But Liry's macro, very nice behind all this. Hera still being annoying in the back, fishing in the middle also. And now the thing is, these 3 fish in the middle are very efficient. And they're very safe, right? You cannot lose these fish unless Liri redocks, which Hera's keeping an eye on. 10 galleys. Okay. So I think if you're Hera from this point, I think the way for Hera to play this is hide your fires in the corners of the map, wait for the faster castle age time, get War Galley upgrade and try and snipe Liry's fish. I think that's the next play. Snipes another vill. Maybe a... Okay, he's blocking with the relic. Okay. You know what's funny? A monk, a weak old man can pick that relic up and walk around with it, but 2 scouts on horseback cannot move the relic. DE logic. Okay, so Liri going for another dock in the back. Hera's got lots of fires on the field. A couple of those on stone for Liri. Okay. Did the Armenians get the extra galley arrow passively or just like in Castle Age? It's... I think it's just... That's the bonus, right? I don't think it's a certain age. So even if you're playing hyper random and you're starting with a galley with Armenians, I think you have it, so as far as I'm aware. Is the image quality? I think the image quality is okay, no? I've been complaining about the stream all day, but for once it actually looks quite nice. It could be on your end, because I think most people is having no issues. Could be wrong though. Okay, so Hera techs into stable. And look at the fish count from Hera. Stockholm Syndrome? What the hell's that? It's good, looks the same. Is it more important to control the outside water or the inside one? Well, on the outside, you have stone piles. So there's stone pile here, a bunch of stone piles on the outside. Also on the middle, there's not a lot of resources. There's like oysters on the land around, so... Liri losing another vill. Hera's playing very, very sharp here. And also, he's got forging and he's got armor, so he can just sit there all day. Fun fact, guys. Whenever you're fighting villagers, get armor always. Villagers do very little damage versus armor. Liri walling in the vills. I think he miswalled. He miswalled, yeah. Like I'm finding so much value here. Liri goes for Bodkin, goes for War Galley upgrade. Yeah, Hera looks so sharp right now. Second TC in the back. So much value from these Lycaf, wow. Very impressive. This is the thing, guys. This is the thing. If you beat Hera game number 1, game number 2, good luck. He's gonna go full Super Saiyan for the rest of the series. Okay, Hera trying to dock exactly where Liry's docked. Very, very good game sense here from Hera. Hera knows Liri could be fish beaming in the back, so makes a dock, gonna make a couple fire galleys and snipe Liry's fish. Oh, Liry's up the middle. Hera didn't realize. Hera's gonna hide to feed the fish. Okay. I expect Hera to like triple dock the front and commit to 5 galleys here to try and win the water. The score's very close, but this map it's very hard to finish the game off. More vills going down for Liri. So many vill kills. 49 vills to 35. Hera's not paying attention. Sloppy, but it's sloppy, but you can't blame the guy, right? He's fighting in 20 different spots. Hera clears up the fires. Liri goes for a castle. Okay. I don't think it'll be a doubt castle. This castle should go up. Wait, do you guys want a trivia question? Well, it's not a trivia question. I don't know what the word is for it. What is the silver crown of the Armenians? I have no clue. Like, I know the golden crown is the 40 HP on the infantry, or the champions. Ah, demo ship. Yeah. Sicilian fleet. Yeah, you're right. Liri losing all the fish there. Liri not resigning because, of course you don't resign here, right? Like, on our point of view, you know, 62 economy, 38 economy, yeah, it's over. But for Liri, look at the score difference. 400 score, 500 score, and Hera's winning water, maybe you're fine still. But Hera has killed a lot of vills. He will continue to kill vills. Yeah, that's a lot of vills coming down for Liri. How many vills has Liri lost? It says 23 eco KD, but a lot of those are fishing ships as well. He must have lost at least like 16 vills by now, 17 vills. And now the score is booming. Res collected going crazy. Fletching now for Hera? Why is Hera going fletching? What is the reasoning for this? Maybe he sees the Genoese and wants to go for CA approach? The CA do very strong versus composite bowmen. Defense for TC is anti-raid. That's true, but the thing is though with Liri, like his units don't walk into the TCs to raid. Why is the screen? The screen is Chinese because we are taking the live feed from the China event. Like I could cast this in Capture Age, but I like watching the event. I like watching the in between the games, the cameras pan over, the crowd, you know. I think that's super important for an event. Makes it more unique. Wheelbarrow for Hera. I can imagine Koreans on this map. Imagine you're playing Koreans on this map late game with towers everywhere, controlling the shoreline. Koreans could be a very nice pick on this map. Maybe they're not the strongest civ in early game with not many bonuses, but I think if you can kind of hold on and stall the game out, I think Koreans can be very, very good on this map. Genoese going down. A little bit of raiding in the back, but... So, the reason why the KD and the Eco KD is similar, but Hera's double the Vill count is because Hera killed Liri's Vills way, way earlier. Now Liri's killing Hera's Vills. It doesn't matter that much because the Vills that he's killing has already collected so many resources. And it's not like a big percent of his economy. Like losing 1 or 2 Vills, 3 Vills, 4 Vills when you have 90? Not a big deal. Aggressive castle from Liri. But losing a few vills when you have like 20 vills is really hurting you. Ballistics coming in. When does wheelbarrow typically make sense? If you're playing standard Arabia, I would say early Castle Age, late Feudal Age. I think Spirit of the Law probably has a video saying like a certain number of farms, but GG. Wow, 1-1. Hera, very well played. Amazing micro, amazing macro. Not much else to say, just played super, super solid. Okay, so we have... Ooh. He ain't messing about. Very close TC spawn. Romans, Mongols. Do I have my own channel? I do. I will type in the chat if you guys are interested in following me. But also support Hera's stream. Do we have a small pause? Oh, click on pause. This isn't like normal nomads. There's a lot of shorefish, right? Like Mongols are super, super solid. It's hard to say who I prefer here. So the thing is, Romans have 5% economy bonus on everything. Mongols have a I think it's 40%. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's 40% on only hunt. So in the early game, Mongols will skyrocket in resources collected in most games. And then they kind of fall off a bit because they don't have many bonuses as the game goes on. So Mongols is super, super strong, super aggro right out the gates. But then they kind of die off a bit until post-imp when they get to their preferred techs. So I'm not sure who I prefer here. What do you guys prefer? Romans or Mongols? Type it in the chat. What's your answers in the chat? Romans or Mongols? Oh, Hera lame. Hera pog. Vil goes down. Wow. Damn. Like, what do you even do if you're Liri? Like, what do you even do? You're just sat there like, what am I playing versus? Angry Austrian noises right now. The other game ended and the new one started this fast. Yeah, Liri and Hera, they don't mess about. You know, if you're watching Mr. O play, Mr. O, 5-minute smoke break, he goes for a walk around the building. No, Hera Liri straight in. Yeah, 6 seconds LOTC and you're down a villager. Very nice play from Hera. Stone is unfair here? Well, yes, the stone is unfair. No way. Hera? Not again. Liri's like punching his monitor right now. Like, even though he gets the boar, it's just like so frustrating. Wait, does he get the boar? Like, this is just irritating. Minus 30 woods. Minus 30 woods. I'm sorry, guys. I need to compose myself. Back to professional casting. Too much of a fanboy. I cannot be a fanboy. I have to be a professional here. That's what Hera told me. No hype casting. Okay, so 19 fills for Hera, 19 fills for Liri. Liri will be up 1 population later. And normally the res collected for Mongols is like 300-400 higher in Dark Age, but it's very easy. It's very close. Why did Hera choose me? Hera chose me because... I think it's because I won the last major tournament. But I'm not sure why. I guess you want someone who you can trust and... a high-level pro. That makes the most sense. Okay, so we have 8 fills on wood for Hera, 10 on food. This is a very standard, I would say, scout rush here. But since the players are so close, I think I'm expecting Spear Skirm. I think Spear Skirm makes a lot of sense. considering the distance. If you're on opposite sides of the map, okay, let's go for scouts, but it's because he knew you had 12 hours a day spare. I work as well, bro. Loom for Hera. Liri went up before Loom. I mean, after Loom, sorry. So this is another small advantage that Hera comes forward with. So guys, if you go up before Loom, and your opponent goes up after Loom, that one extra villager you have all throughout Dark Age working, it's such a small advantage, but that's what can set a player like Hera and a player like Liri apart. There's that little slight res advantage, and Hera goes for a tower right on the range. I love this. I think this is really a good decision. Like, the tower won't give Hera a whole lot, but every single time a skirm or an archer comes out the range from Liri, it'll just disturb him, give him an attack notification. It's just irritating. Which is Hera's current playstyle versus Liri. Oh, okay, villain 1 HP. Liri's vills go forward. Okay. You know what I've realized from Hera Liri? I feel like when they both play methodical, standard, slow gameplay, they're very even. But when the game gets a bit messy, a bit weird, I feel like Hera is very good at like the unorthodox type of playstyle. Does anyone else agree with that, or? Idle TC, 22 seconds, it's not the best. There's a lot of craziness going on, so... Oh, oh, Hera gets poked by the spear. Yeah, Hera will lose the tower here. There's a lot of damage to the spears. Now, the thing is, right now, Hera's got 5 KD. So Hera right now is killing army for villagers. Kills a vill as well. So much value from Hera. Playing extremely well here. So I think Liri made 3 spears, and they all died to those vills. Okay, Hera sees the mill. He can't do anything about that mill at the moment, but in the back of his mind, he knows it's there now, so... I think since Hera sees that mill, he will go for a range transition. I'm like so certain of this. You see the mill, which means you need some skirmishes out. You can pressure that. Hera goes for the wall, gets the wall down. Res collected is slowly pulling ahead for Hera. And this is where Romans will really shine. What is this mad? Like Nomad? Actually, it's more like African clearing. It's very similar to African clearing. Slightly different. It's called Bedouins. Hera survives like a cockroach. He does survive like a cockroach. Like, Hera's got 2 styles. He's got a very clean, methodical game style. But then he's also got like a super cockroachy style. And he's very, very good at both. Hera 1? Yeah, it's 1-1 at the moment. When Vietnamese start a Nomad, do they see the opponents after yeah, they do. Vietnamese will see the opponent's TC no matter what happens. No matter what the start is. It's only the starting TC. Cockroachy style? Not in a disrespectful type of way, in more of a... I mean, you guys agree with me, right? So... I don't have to defend that opinion. What's a cockroachy style? Well, a cockroachy style is... he loses so much population early, he's in a very bad spot, but then he just expands across the sides of the map and never dies, basically. Playing 1,000 matches versus MDL adds up. Yeah? Very nice clear up for Hera, by the way. 15-0 KD. That's ridiculous. 16-0. Both of my hands are on my head right now. This is... What? That's just ridiculous. Like, when was the last time you saw 16-0? Didn't even lose a scout? Didn't lose a Vil? Didn't... Okay. Losing the scout now, but... That wasn't part of the sentence. Keep your mouth shut, Lewis. Okay, so 16-1, like, it's still insane, right? 16-1. So 16-1 KD, you're 600 resources ahead. Yeah, it's... Oh, 16-2. Okay, guys. Question. What will the KD be at the end of the game? The overall KD. What's the expectation? Expectation? You know, it's funny, for an English speaker, I'm very bad at English. Also, 30-10, 65-39. The Castle Age times are very similar. Liri's going for Mangudai. Ooh. Mangudai. What does Romans do versus Mangudai? You can go Scorpions, you can go Skirmishes. But the Mangudai does very, very well versus the Scorpions. I guess... Light Cav Scorpion. You have the Light Cav to kind of tank and pressure the Mangudai, and then you have the Scorpions as the backline. I think if Hera's gonna play Scorpions though, he has to wall up a little bit better. What is Hera doing? Oh, he's denying the castle. That's why Liri wants to place the castle, right? Very smart. Even I didn't know what was going on there. I mean, I think Liri can still break the houses with all of his vills, but it just delays him a little bit. And maybe those houses are like a mental block, you know? Like maybe Liri's thinking, okay, the castle can't go there, there's houses, I'm gonna make it somewhere else. Ah, I like this castle. I think this castle's very nice. It secures your gold. Because whenever you play Mangudai, you want two things. You want wood and you want gold. That's it. I mean, you want food as well for like Bodkin and Bracer and stuff, but... I think securing the gold is also a very good castle spot. Is Hera sniping vills with skirmishes? Bodkin arrow... I think this building down here, by the way, guys, is a university. I think Hera's going 1 TC with ballistic skirms. And this is the thing, right? When you're so far ahead from the Feudal Age, and you know you're in a very, very good spot, you don't necessarily have to add TCs if your opponent's going for a super, super aggressive approach. Because right now, Hera can go Elite Skirm, Bodkin, Ballistics, Armor, and just shuts Liri down completely. And Hera sees the TC. Of course he does. So active with his units. Very, very active with his units. It's really impressive. He also sends one Lycav around the side to try and deny those vills from quick walling, but Liri gets the walls off. Thoughts on deleting own barracks and build a castle there instead? Well, you can't really do that because I think there's a palisade there from Hera, right? Yeah, there's a palisade there. I guess if you want to range the TC. But then again, in Liri's mind, he just wants the castle. He just wants to get the castle up, so... Leaving the barracks is taking a small risk, and in Liri's mind, I'm on Mangudai versus Romans. I'm not in a great spot, but I have great micro. Go from there. What's up, Goat Shrucker? Hello everyone, by the way. Hello guys. Hope everyone's having a good stream. Hope everyone's enjoying the cast. Thank you to all the new follows coming in. Who else is watching this instead of doing their job they're paid to do? I mean, normally you guys are watching on the second monitor, but Hera Liri, main monitor material. Okay, so Liri coming around with the Mangadai looking for a small raid, but Hera's got Scope. Yeah, and Ballistics. Ballistics was such a good call here. The last thing you want, if you're Hera, is Liri to get a big ball of Mangadai and Mangonels. That can be very painful. So Hera's just shutting down. He's trying to take down the Mangadai mass, like, slowly. He's trying to pick them off very, very slowly, which is the correct play. So 2TC versus 2TC, 10-vil lead for Hera. And this is where Romans really pull ahead. 5% economy. Lewis respect for doing these long casting days, yeah. Yo, Roxy, I might have to ask you to drop some subs in the chat. I'm joking. This is a short shift for Lewis's standards? Yeah, it's true. I normally stream long times. Of all the casters today, I like your cast the most. Oh, I appreciate that, bro. Yo, Roxy, there's a really amazing chatter called Lewis AoE. I recommend you give that guy a sub. Hey, Lightcap coming in. Get sniped. So, this is the most dangerous part of the game for Hera, okay? Like, he will slowly start pulling ahead as the game goes on. But he's got about, I would say, 2 to 4 or 5 minutes where he can take a lot of damage. And if he doesn't take damage in these next 2 to 5 minutes, it's like smooth sailing, so to speak. I think Hera's job now, get a bunch of farmers down, maybe a 3rd TC, keep adding economy, get to like 30 farmers, 35 farmers, 15 on gold, and then you can go 3 stables behind your skirmishes. Because you need the stable transition to deal with the mangonels. Because skirmishes are good for now, but when these mangonels start massing up, then it's a big deal. Hera taking the small advantages. Kills one Mangadai, runs away. Perfect play. And this is the thing, right? Whenever you play versus Hera, it's always the threat of losing units. He's always active with his units. He's always fighting somewhere. He's always keeping you occupied so you cannot pay attention to your own base. Oh, a nice attack round from Hera. Yo, Roxy C, thank you for the 20 gifted. If you guys got any gifted subs, make sure to thank Roxy. You wanted subs, you got them? Thank you, Roxy, for donating to the chat. In the meanwhile, Liri's getting absolutely slaughtered. Nice micro from Liri. We have an airball there from Hera. Hera loses the Mangonel, but Liri loses the Mangonel mass. Yeah, perfect choice from Hera. Takes on the Mangonels with the villagers. This is, okay, so this is such an underrated thing that lower elo players don't do. They don't fight Mangonels with Vils, you know? Looks really weird and sounds really weird, but a lot of the times I watch people play, and there's like 2-3 Mangonels, and they don't send their Vils to kill the Mangonels when they could easily do that. And yeah, Hera just killing 2 Vils on the woodline with skirmishes underneath a Mangonel. Four skirmishes killing like 5-6 Vils on the woodline. It's just ridiculous. That is such... That's so ridiculous. You have 4 skirmishes on the woodline, your opponent has a Mangonel, and you're just sat there splitting for like 2 minutes, killing Vils. Like, okay guys, we have not nomads. Is there a mod that makes Italian Mangonels shoot meatballs? I'm sure there is. Or I'm sure it can be made. Italian Stravidians, okay. Yeah, there's a crowd. It's not like the biggest crowd ever, but it's decent. No, the players are not banning units, they're banning civs. The unit is representing the civ. So if you see the Genoese crossbowmen, that doesn't mean Genoese crossbowmen, that means Italians, because the Genoese is the unique unit of Italians. I never see Liri unranked. How do you practice outside of ranked? Well, you go custom games, right? You go custom games, private lobbies, and that's how most players practice. Banning units? I mean, you never know, right? Like, we've had hyper random, we've had sudden disaster. Who knows? Ban skirms? I think if skirms are banned, I think the game would become very one-dimensional. What is the difference of not nomad with normal? Well, not nomad, you start with the TC and you start with the dock. On normal nomad, you don't start with anything, you just start with 3 vills. And the whole aspect of this tournament is 9 vill start. So instead of starting with 9 vills on nomad, you just start with the 9 vill time into the game. So 9 vill cuts about 3 minutes off the game. And by the time you have your TC up and your dock up on nomad, it's about 3 minutes, so 15 seconds idle TC for Hera. Damn, very unusual for Hera. Hera shook his head there a little bit. Liri's housed. I don't think it's a big issue though, because Liri's going to the Feudal Age. 9 vill starts becoming more popular? Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, Liri's up, no problem. Yeah, a lot of people like 9 vill starts. Do you know who the Observer is? I think it was... I don't know. Like, they had an Observer, but the Observer was really bad, so they fired him. And they, like, got rid of him. Believe it or not. And then another Observer came in. But by the way, I think removing the first Observer was such a good idea. Like, such a good idea. The first Observer was 100% zoom out. Like, it was ridiculous. Nineville starts just meant for tournaments, right? To cut out the boring parts. It's not just the boring parts. Like, you have to think, right? If you're practicing for a tournament, with 3 vill starts, and you do 10 practice games a day, that's like, what, 30 minutes to an hour of just the first 9 vills being made, so it also speeds up practice. And also it gets into the action faster, so I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But then again, I'm also of the opinion of, I like 3 vill starts, I like 9 vill starts, I like Empire War, I like everything, I like a mix. I think a good mix is really nice. Like this tournament, 9 vill starts, sure. Next tournament, 3 vill start, okay. Okay, so we have galleys from Liri, galleys from Hera. 16 vills for Hera, 16 for Liri. Well, 17, because Hera idled his TC for 1 vill. 7 hours in, am I exhausted? No, I'm okay. I normally yap like this at work, so I talk a lot during my work, so. And also after my work, I come home and I stream like 5 hours a day, so I'm used to talking a lot. So we have galleys for both players. I think this... So, who does this suit? Dravidians, you're having 200 wood. Every single dock you make is 1 house for free. So you're saving like 250, 275 wood. Or you're getting it for free, basically. With Hera, his fishing ships are slightly cheaper, which is like 40 wood altogether. Your uptime is a bit cheaper on food by 75. Your castle age time is cheaper. I think early game it's ever so slight advantage to Dravidians, but as the game goes on, I think Italians have more and more bonuses. Like your universities cheaper, like your techs are cheaper, war galleys cheaper, imps cheaper, chemistry's like there's so many bonuses that work well late game. Okay. 6 fishing ships for Liri. I like this a lot. I think this is super, super solid for Liri. You're basically mirroring your opponent, but you have 2 more fishing ships. Like, this is ideal scenario for Liri. And this is Liri's perfect game. Microing galleys with a good macro behind. But Hera's food count is looking very nice. Goes for fletching early. Hera just targeting the dock. What about the tournaments where each map has 3-vil, 9-vil Empire Wars? Would you like that? I'm not sure. I wouldn't be opposed to it though. Like, maybe there's some bad things to it that I'm not sure about at the moment, but it doesn't sound terrible. Empire Wars? I mean, Red Bull's always played at Empire Wars. So the 3 most common tournament formats is 3-vil, 9-vil, Empire Wars. Who do you guys prefer here? The Italians or the Dravidians? What's your guys' opinion? Because as we know, the chat's opinion is the most important. Kappa123. Yeah, just Hera working away on the dock. So this is another thing, right? Hera was up ever so slightly faster, which means his galleys come out ever so slightly faster. And he has a forward position. Liri cannot dive. And Hera cannot dive because their galley numbers are roughly similar. And now Hera can just work away on Liri's dock. No! Liri can work away on Hera's dock. Damn. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Liri's red, Hera's blue. Sorry, like, Hera's name is on the left, and then Liri's base is on the left, and then Liri's name's on the right, and Hera's base is on the right. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. I was thinking Hera was red too. Yeah, maybe because I said like 10 times Hera's red. Look at Hera's resources. Very close to clicking up. Runs away with the fish. Hera's up. Hera's up a lot faster than Liri. And also Liri made a tower. 75 stone indicates he spent 125 stone. Which means it's a tower somewhere. I'm not sure where. Last time I trust you. Okay, so Liri's going for the full walls here. Hera's going for the barracks. So guys, what is Hera's position from here? What do you do if you're Hera here? Do you contest water? You go for a siege push? You go knights, you go CA? Bit of both? He goes for a stable. How can I see the standings? Liquipedia. Exclamation mark brackets is working, I think. Hera's fish slowly going down, but as expected. I don't know. They land for sure and work with Italian timing. Okay. Making a scout is a good idea. I guess Hera goes 3TC. 10 fishing ships from Liri now. Why am I not in the tournament? Because I was very close to qualifying, but then I got reverse swept by Nikov, unfortunately. But next one I'll be there, don't worry about it. Siege, Workshop, and a TC. Perfect play. Also, Hera's gonna snipe a Vil from Liri. We have one galley from the left side coming around. No, he doesn't snipe the Vil. Nice quick wall from Liri. Well, Dravidians have a nice counter to Genoese. They have skirmishes, they have arbalest. I don't think Genoese is the biggest issue for Italians. Liri's so far ahead in resources, 1.4k ahead. TC on this gold. Osaw, Gilnets, yeah, the economy for Liri is super nice. But then again, how much do you focus on the fish economy? Like, Hera's got very good bill counts, but Liri's got very good fish counts. Oh wait, no, Hera only went for 2 TC. Sorry, I thought he went for 3 TC. Yeah, Hera's position's not looking the best here. Scouts find their way in. Goes back out. It's not looking amazing for Hera. I think the thing is, Dravidians have so much extra resources to work with, and Italian saving isn't really showing in the resources collected, but look at the resources from Liri. Very, very nice. Maybe if you're Liri, you go 2 ranges, start massing up archers, and go for a 2 TC faster imp. I think maybe that is the best play you have with Liri. 2 TC, faster imp. With the archers. Okay, he goes pikemen here. Okay. I would say Liri needs a mess up to lose, but then again, the Vil count, 6 ahead for Hera. And when you think about it, this is Nomad, right? There's not a lot of space to work with on land, so if the game starts snowballing, if Hera gets to imp faster with the castle forward, it doesn't matter if you're 30 Vils ahead, if you can track down your opponent's TCs, buildings. Yeah, no, 6 ahead for, no, 6 villages ahead for Hera. No, I'm correct, No, Hera has 50 Vils, Liri has 42. The reason why Liri's got 6 more economy units is because of the fishing ships. I love it when people correct me, but they're actually the ones who's wrong. No harm done, no harm done. My bad, I stopped yapping. No problem. We all make mistakes. Yeah, Liri's field count is very, very high. Yes, that's the gill nets. And I'm not sure if Liri's fish trapping. There's so many red dots all across the shoreline. And all those red dots is Liri's galleys and fire ships. He's patrolling the shorelines to make sure Hera doesn't come back on water and kill his fish. Which is a very, very smart choice to make. Hera's mangonel goes down. Oh, what a shot from Liri. Hera gets 3 mangonels in response. The skill level on display here is ridiculous. Okay, everything's dead. Every single thing died. Pikeman gets the mangonel? I guess. Was that an even trade? I'm not sure. Guys, who won that trade? I guess Liri, slightly. But the thing is, what we keep saying over and over, neutral trades don't work well when you're behind an economy. Liri goes for a siege workshop on the hill. Nice play by him. Securing the hill with a siege workshop just guarantees Hera cannot place a castle there. Like, that siege workshop, you're not necessarily going to make anything from it. It's just more of a, okay, let's just keep this position, put a building on the hill, don't let Hera take the hill back. Very smart play from Liri here. 1,000 score difference. Hera should take this mangonel. And this hill is very, very dominant. Right below, right above Hera's TC. Wait, he sniped his own monk? Oh, I missed that. Oh, I missed that. Where's the instant replay? Give us the instant replay, come on. Those guys are using the instant replay for the most unimportant things ever, but when something important like this happens, crickets. Okay, 2 mangonels to 1. Both mangonels. Okay. Hera snipes a Vil. Light cap. This one light cap will do so much value. Liri gets the snipe. Liri gets the double snipe. Very well played from Liri here. Very, very well played. Look at Liri's resources. He can sell all of his wood and click up to the next stage. Liri's playing super well. 3,000 resources ahead. Must be so annoying also that one pikeman just poking your mangonel. Oh, Harry Stoneville's loses the Feudals. Liri just nuking everything, even his own units. Nice cleanup for Hera. Hera's defending with very little. What I'm most impressed about is, like, both players are just nuking everything. Like, in their mind, killing a unit, even if it's their own, just get it off the map, right? I like this a lot. Oh, nice shot from Liri. Kills the monk and the villager. And now 3 mangonels on the hill. It'll be very hard for Hera to push back. Liri's imp. Liri is advancing to the next stage. Hera goes for the 4th TC to secure some gold. Ooh. I don't think it's gonna go up though. He sends some of his villagers to deal with the mangonels. It feels like you have to, right? And the thing is, I don't hate Hera's... Hera's in a very bad spot, don't get me wrong. But if Hera can somehow find a way to get a castle on this hill... Liri doesn't have any stone at the moment. Oh, mangonel regroup. Some vills go down. Double shots. Wow. Have you realized it's no one player dominating the fights? It's just everything dies constantly. Okay, so here's the castle we were talking about. This castle gets Hera so much space and time. Hera's up to Imp. I think if this castle goes up, Hera carries on for sure. Tries to convert some crossbows. I think he's gonna send a couple of these vills to deal with the... Okay, that's GG. No way he can come back from that. 2 mangonels, crossbows out. GG call. 2-2. Wow. GG's in the chats, guys. GG's. Very, very high level game from both players. What would you be thinking about at this time if I'm Hera? If I'm Hera right now, I'm just thinking about the Civ matchup. 1 game at a time. You don't think, oh, okay, it's 2-2. We can win this set, we can lose the set. No. I think you just put all your attention onto, okay, Jurchens or Spanish versus Bengalis. We're playing Pekari. All the balls are in the middle. Gold's in the middle. Which map, which Civ can give me the map control? Which Civ is the best versus Bengalis? That's what Hera should be thinking right now. In my opinion. That's what I would say. Some 1s, got some 2s, got some 1s. 2s? Oh, it's mixed. Wow. 3? Who's 3? Is 3 that they both win? There's no losers in this matchup? Hera is so greedy and I love it. 2, raw. 3. You know, the audacity to send your scout forward and pull in 2 balls at the same time when it's 2-2 on a main stage and a LAN event is ridiculous. Hey guys, predictions in. If you guys wanting to bet channel points, do that now. I will not be betting since I'm a neutral caster and I do not put bias casting. Okay, so this is a little pro trick that a lot of pros do. Liri's just keeping that ball below his TC and not eating it yet. And the reason he doesn't eat it is so the ball doesn't decay. And now since the other ball is about to run out, he will send villagers to eat the rest of that ball. Okay, so Hera sees where Liri's at. He sees the house, he knows the gold is always forward, so he can know where Liri's TC is by process of elimination. Hera house walling the side, I like it a lot. Also, a small note, Hera's walling in. Wait, guys. Well, okay. For the Hera fanboys out there, what does Hera love doing with Jurchens? What's that one video Hera made on YouTube about Jurchens? He also did it versus me in a game before. FC Firelancer. Hera is obsessed with FC Firelancer. Like, he has 3 vills in the queue. Liri's looking up now. Maybe it's a Financer play. 19 vills, 2 vills in the queue. I think it's Finances. FC Financer. So, what is the build? Is it 21 plus 2? Or 20 plus 2? He did have... How many boars did Harry grab? 20 plus 0, 22 plus 2? Are you saying this is a troll game? Not sure. Looking at his pop space, it looks like a fast imp. 21 plus... the build is 21 plus 2, right? I'm pretty sure it's 21 plus 2. And he's pulling in the extra boar. Liri sees it, but Liri plays very zoomed in, so maybe he doesn't see the boar moving towards the TC. It's also very nice because Hera's name is on the left and Hera's base is ever so slightly to the left, so we won't be getting mixed up this time. I think if you're Hera, I think you wall Market Blacksmith next to the berries here, right? I think that's making the most sense. So Liri goes for Bidax and Horse Collar. And when you play Bengalis, you have 2 vills for free at the start of every single age, per TC. Which is a small thing. What a lot of pros do is whenever you're playing Bengalis and you're clicking up to Imp, they drop like 5, 6, 7 TCs just to get the extra vill boost. Yeah, this is FC from Hera. 350 wood. So it's going to be Market Blacksmith on the right side next to the berries. Okay, and Liri's approach, Liri went for nothing. This is an approach that I've seen MBL do a lot on the ladder. He just makes nothing, basically. Market Blacksmith, perfect. I think this is extremely good for Hera. Goes for a tower on the gold? I think that's a mistake, right? This feels like a small mistake. Liri's going forward, goes back, he's second guessing himself. Liri's nervous. Did you guys see that there? Liri went forward with the vills and then pulled them back instantly. He does not know what to do. He is so confused right now. That small little moment just shows you exactly what Liri's thinking. Yeah, so I was actually quite surprised by the tower, because normally you sell the stone, right? With this build. I think last Vil in Hera is going to be up. I think after this Vil, he's clicking up. Yep, he's up. And we should see the barracks, right? He's going to be expecting Grenadiers. But I think so. I think you have the same reaction to whether it's Phalanxes or whether it's Grenadiers. I don't think Grenadiers is very good here. And the reason why is because the Bengali monks are so tanky. The Grenadiers don't do much. And also, the issue is, if you go Grenadiers, you need a barracks, then a range. Where if you're going Phalanxes, you need the barracks only. And looking at Hera's resources, maybe he can't afford the barracks range. One HP. Hera's so cheeky with the scouts, right? Always looking for something. Goes for infantry armor and cancels it. Double barracks. Okay. It's going to be Phalanxes here. This is live, yes. The casting is live, the game is live, everything is live. Was the tower even needed? Well, maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Hera really wants that 1 HP Vil. Here he goes 1 archer. I think the best reaction this has got for Liri is you want to wall the side of your bases and tower the main cult. Would you have done house caller if you were Liri at Hera? I don't think Hera can reply to you at the moment, Sato. Maybe if you ask the correct person, then he'll answer you. Siege Workshop forward. Okay, so Hera's going for Fire Lancers and the Siege Workshop, funny. Siege Workshop, funny. Sorry, Sato. Would I have done Horse Color? Well, the thing is, so Liri's approach was fast feudal, Bedax Horse Color, right? So, I don't know. Maybe Liri wanted to play Adapt. Like, adapting with a +2 will lead was his play, right? So, Liri's going Archers. I think Archers is such a misplay here. Like, what can you even do versus Fire Lancers and Siege? Yeah, it's that 1 HP Vil. Nice find from Hera. A small mistake that Hera's doing now, I think he should shoot another shot of the yeah, exactly. Then go back to hitting the house. Perfect play from Hera. Yeah, this is looking very, very good for him. He also target fires the spear. Lots of Vils, HP, all low. Woman goes down. There's a few more Vils there that stay alive. You need monks. I think you have to go monks. I think the range might have been a mistake. I think the correct answer to this is Market, Blacksmith, Monastery. Okay. 130 stone, 140 stone for Liri. I think he's just mining the stone so he can sell it and get redemption out. Such a dominant position for Hera though. And he has just enough fills on food to maintain TC production. So normally when you commit to an FC Phalanster type of play, your economy is a little bit weaker than your opponent. So what you want to do is make sure you can produce Vils, produce Phalansters, and produce Rocket Carts. And then slowly add in Vils, adding economy, and then stack on for the 2 TCs. Hera also managed to get the wood upgrades. Goes in with the Phalansters, comes back out. So now the play for Hera now is he sees Liri's going Monastery defense. You can keep pushing forwards, or you can stop production and go for more TCs and try and boom up in the back. Hera knows redemption's in now because the Rocket Cat's getting converted. Fire Lancer's diving in the back of the base, and this is the thing: if the Monk converts the Fire Lancer, it cannot convert the Rocket Cart. You know, the audacity to go for this 2-2 at a LAN event is crazy. And that's why I think sets Hera apart from Liri. Just, he has the balls to go for this, believe it or not. And then Liri's mind is like, okay, 2-2, he's gonna play scouts, he'll play, you know, macro game. No. He just goes for this stupid strat. Well, it's not a stupid strat. I mean, it's a stupid strat, but it's a good strat. Yeah, Hera's just killing Liri's houses. This is an exact replica of game number 1. Hera knows he's in a better position, so instead of going forward and risking the game, he just kills Liri's buildings. Liri has 45 population out of 35. Yeah, second TC in the back for Hera now. And now Hera's plan, keep finding damage, keep destroying buildings, and boom up in the back. You don't have to lose your army, you just want to threaten his army, right? Or gets a conversion but loses a lot. Rocket Cart goes down, Hera gets the split. 5, let's go down. We need to brace ourselves, guys. Maybe Liri throws his keyboard across the stage towards Hera's direction. We don't know. It could happen. Liri running away with the monk. Garrisons the TC. Ah. Amazing play from Hera. 27 vills to 43. Insane play from Hera. Wow. Wow. Such a tilting loss as well for Liri. Like, the issue with a loss like this, it doesn't feel like you lost. It feels like you just got cheesed on, you know? It's a really horrible feeling. He's not gonna start talking about the fast castle and finances right now? Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is the issue if you're Liri, right? Even if you're converting all of these units here, then you're still dead, right? Even if Liri magically converts everything, and the siege workshop, and starts pushing forward, he's still so far behind. Yep. And look at Hera's production. No more rocket carts. Kills the monastery as well. Very well played from Hera. Very impressive. And now, what the case is now is Liri's gonna slowly realize, 27 vills. He's gonna slowly realize how dead he actually is. He's gonna go and try and fix his economy. He's gonna realize he literally has no resources at all to work with. And I think we'll be expecting the GG in the next couple of seconds. Yeah, Liri just took a deep breath there.
Damn, ads made me sub greater than.
It's when the pressure's like, when you're getting pressured like this, the only thing you're thinking about is how can I defend this pressure? This is gonna be one shot all the vills. Also, heavy plow, wheelbarrow for Hera. Do you think Bengalis was his best pick here? Well, he had Bengalis or Burgundians. I guess Burgundians can also be played here, but... not sure. 27 villages is so rough. Converts the siege workshop. This is just the thing. Hera's just one game better than Liri. The skill level is so close between these guys. It's just one game better. Every single time they play. Just one game better, 2 games better. It's that extra 1% I think Hera has. The extra 1 to 2%, which just, yeah. Yeah, Hera's going Lycaf now in the back. Correct transition. 2 stables. Yo, Roxy! If Hera wins this game, you give subs, yeah? Whoa, Hera won the game! Go, Roxy. Yeah, 3-2 to Hera. Very well played.